The Soulframe team has officially confirmed that matchmaking is coming to the game. Hey guys, how are you doing? Today we're breaking down some significant updates for the future of Soulframe. If you enjoy staying ahead of the latest developments, be sure to like and subscribe for more. So, the Digital Extremes president Sheldon addressed one of the most common player frustrations with the current virtue system, and that is the lith limit. Sheldon indicated the team is actively looking to improve the system and suggested that liths from Prelude 15 could become unlimited, or at the very least significantly easier to obtain. Many players support moving toward an unlimited model. However, adding in more ways to get liths defeats the purpose because once liths become readily available, maintaining an artificial cap loses its purpose and only creates an unnecessary grind. These changes signal a clear focus on quality of life improvements and smoother multiplayer integration, which will be coming with Prelude 15. The team also announced that they want to get that update out before TennoCon in the middle of July. Before we get to the multiplayer side, Digital Extremes president Sheldon shared some promising hints about upcoming content and studio growth. He indicated that more wild packs will be arriving soon, giving players fresh ways to expand their collections and customize their experience. I'm kind of hoping this will be a hard grind to obtain instead of a purchase. He also revealed that the studio has effectively doubled everything. This strongly suggests the team working on Soulframe has doubled in size and now at least operates with a full dedicated studio. For a game still in active development, this is excellent news. A larger team usually translates to faster content releases, improved features, and more ambitious updates moving forward. While these details remain limited, his tone was clearly positive and reflects growing investment in the title, which suggests the data they're getting shows Soulframe is a success in this early stage. I mean, it's highly addicting and the graphical side is much better than full-priced games out there, so it's an easy win. The studio also shared their goal of adding far more meaningful activities and systems for players to engage with. They specifically highlighted Orlick as a strong example, the Ancestor Scribe, whose journal quests, codex entries, and ongoing storylines give players a deeper sense of progression and purpose within the world of Midrath. This was one of the highlights for me with Prelude 14. Progression in a game is arguably one of the most important aspects of any game. So let's talk about the big matchmaking announcement. Sheldon straight up confirmed that matchmaking is coming to Soulframe. It's not a question of if anymore, it's just a matter of when.
So yeah, those things are planned. It's just a matter of when. But absolutely, yeah, like that stuff is great, and we definitely want to do that.
Someone specifically asked him if they're planning to add a system similar to Warframe, where you can queue up and jump into dungeons with other players through matchmaking. And from what he said, it sounds like that's exactly the direction they're heading. Now, I've been saying this since the very beginning. I know they haven't been watching my videos or anything like that, but it really feels like they've been listening directly to me. I've been saying this exact thing since the very beginning, and now it looks like it's actually happening. A lot of these dungeons and open world areas can start to feel pretty stale and empty when you're running around by yourself for too long. That's why I've always pushed for a proper matchmaking system. It would make the world feel so much more alive, bring more energy to the game, and keep the content fresh with random players joining in. But at the same time, I'm really glad it looks like they're keeping solo players in mind. It would be perfect if you can still choose to enter dungeons completely alone if you want that more laid-back solo experience. Not everyone wants to play with others all the time, and it's great that they seem to understand that. Overall, this is huge, and it shows the team is actually listening to community feedback, and once matchmaking drops, I think it's going to completely change how a lot of the game feels. The world of Midrath is about to feel way more alive, and I'm sure many of you feel the same way. I'm genuinely curious, how do you guys want the game to go moving forward? I'm obviously asking because comments help the video, but I really want to know your thoughts. Personally, I love an open and lively world where you run into other players and show off your gear that you've grinded. That's my perfect Soulframe experience, but I totally get that some people prefer a more solo RPG style, just wandering Midrath alone and immersed. So tell me, which direction do you want the game to take? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.